Sanbonani, once again, thank you for choosing to watch me. I appreciate it a lot. Listen to today. Um, this video is sponsored by Prompt Finance. Prompt Finance, they assist people with money. So if you are in need of money, like you need cash now, just go to www.promptfinance.co.za, or if that's too much for you, just go to Google and then Google Prompt Finance there. Then you just click there. They don't ask you a lot. You just write your name, put your ID number, and then your cell phone number. You put attachments. It goes straight. Then they respond right away. So they borrow between 500 to 8,000 rand. So if you need money, a small amount of money, and if you need it urgently, they are very quick to respond. So you borrow now, you get your money now. You can borrow from the comfort of your home. While you're at home, just get into your phone, Google Prompt Finance, and you apply. 5 minutes is too much. Then money is in your account. Okay, so they sponsored this video. Shout out to them. Thank you, Prompt Finance. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about interviews. We are talking about interviews. Yeah, the previous video got a lot of attention from many of you, and thank you for that. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the compliments, the criticism. Yeah, you criticized me, and I appreciate it because that's how I'm going to improve. Thank you for that. A lot of you indicated that you are interested in interviews, so I must talk about interviews, especially to become a departmental head, to become a deputy principal or a principal. So in this video, I'm going to cover that. Maybe if we still have time, I will also cover interviews for PL1 and assistant teachers. We know that schools will be doing the interviews for assistant teachers during this time. So yeah, I will also cover that. But let me start with the one for the departmental heads, the promotional posts, the departmental heads, deputy principals, and principals. What is needed from them? Yeah, guys, a lot of people wants to get promoted. Okay, a lot of people want to get promoted. So when the posts are advertised, a lot of people are interested. So yeah, there is competition. When you fill in your age 1 form, I'm talking about Mpumalanga province. So in Mpumalanga, you must fill in the age 1 when you apply for a promotional post, and then you attach all the other attachments, qualifications, say certificates, IDs, testimonials, other achievements, and. So to get shortlisted, good people, for a promotional post, it's now not easy. Maybe they advertise the position, they're looking for a departmental head for the foundation phase, a departmental head for maths and science, a departmental head for languages, for physics, geography, life sciences in high school. So yeah, every teacher that is in the classroom is having a qualification that you must know. So a lot of people definitely qualify for this position. By the way, to qualify to be a departmental head, you need to have only 3 years of experience. You must be employed for at least 3 years. 3 years. That is the minimum requirement. So to be a deputy principal, you need 5 years, as well as to be a principal. Now, if you get, you see that your post has been advertised, or a post that you're interested in is advertised, it's important to make sure that your CV is having it all, or everything that it takes. Immediately when you get employed as a PL1 teacher, you get employed, you just finished your studies, then you get employed. Please do not waste time. Once you are employed and then you start working, continue furthering your studies. Do your honors degree. At least have your honors degree. because every teacher now that is in school is having a qualification. So what makes you different from them? Have at least an honors degree. Okay, have an honors degree. Well, you don't. It's not a requirement, but it helps you when it comes to shortlisting. When they shortlist the best or the highly qualified people. So, umani kuna 20 or 30 or 100 applications. All these people are having degrees. The panel, of course, they will look who is having more qualifications, who is having other achievements. So you must have all those things. Then there are other small certificates that we normally take for granted, and please don't take for granted these certificates. Maybe you are the best teacher, you have a certificate of being the best teacher in a school. So in your application, please, you must attach that as well. Maybe you participated in the National Teaching Awards. Yes, the National Teaching Awards. That is very, 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 very important, ladies and gentlemen. So when they say the application form for NTAs, which are the National Teaching Awards, are out, please participate in those things. Those certificates, they count. For you to be shortlisted, you need that. You need that. So please make sure you apply for those things, you participate so that you can have those certificates. If you win, maybe go to the district function and then you make it. Even if you get position 3, as long as you have that certificate, even if it's a participation certificate for that matter, as long as you have something from NTA, it carries a lot of weight. If you win and go further to the provincial level, still that's a good one even. So do not take for granted the National Teaching Awards. You will need it when it comes to shortlisting. Again, if maybe in your school you are participating in things like sports or any other extramural activity, ask your principal to write you a testimonial letter to support or indicate what is it that you are doing in your school currently. So those things, they count a lot when they are shortlisting. So you must have those things. If you were the best teacher, maybe you were selected by the circuit, you were the best in maths, you were the best in English, Afrikaans, Swati, that's a big win. Include those things. So when you're filling of H1, make sure your qualification is there. If you've got an honors, that's a bonus. You have an honors, you have your degree, make sure those things, they are there. Masters, oh, of course, that's a big one. But if you have your honors, then you stand a very good chance to be shortlisted. Okay. Even if you don't have honors, don't be discouraged. Apply, but attach the other certificates that you acquired along the way. They will help you a lot when it comes to the shortlisting. So it's your qualifications and then your academic transcript that indicates the subjects that you are doing at a university. Please include that, because if it's a post for maybe geography, they will check if at university level you did geography or not. So attach your academic transcript. Okay, don't just put the qualification alone. The academic transcript must be there, and then also attach your ID. It must be there. Your SACE certificate. If your ID or SACE is not there, you won't even make it on the long list. They will just put your application aside. It won't even reach the school. There by the district, it will be sieved out. Okay, so make sure your SACE, your ID, all your qualifications, and then these certificates that I've just mentioned. Even if it's union certificate, put them. Okay, those that attend AMESA conferences, if you present there, or for participating, the fact that you participated, put it there. So your CV must be as thick as possible, because 100 people apply and they want to shortlist only 5. So for you to make it to the 5, you must have more achievements than everyone. Then you will make it on the shortlist. Okay, yeah. So that's what you need to be shortlisted. Ladies and gentlemen, young teachers, please don't relax. Okay, you have your degree, register for honors, do it. If you finish your honors, go for masters at least. Okay, I won't say go for PhD and more, but if you can, also go for that. But it's not for everyone. Not everyone is interested in doing it. Okay, it's not difficult. It's just that it takes a lot from you. Okay, it needs more time. If you can ask me if I would do it now, it's too much. It takes a lot of time, but it's good to have. But it's very good to have. It opens doors, and yeah, it's a very good qualification. The recognition, the respect, and all that. Yeah, it's good to have, especially maybe if you plan not to spend most of your time in at school level. Maybe you want to be a lecturer one day, or you wanna apply for big position in future. It's very much good to have. Okay, but what I can tell you is that do not be comfortable with your junior degree. Develop yourself, develop yourself, develop yourself. Okay, yeah. And then once you apply, then you send your things there. Then if back shortlisted, it's an achievement on its own. To be shortlisted, it's an achievement on its own, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big achievement to be shortlisted. Remember, there were a lot of applications, so you've made it to the top 5. So that's a big achievement. Normally, when you are shortlisted, they give you at least a week to prepare yourself. They can give you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending, but the minimum of a week you will definitely be given. So during this week, to say maybe you are invited for an interview that is going to take place on the 30th, on the 25th, on the 20th, depending on the date that you are given. The time in between is for you to prepare. You must prepare very thorough. Okay. When you go to the interview, first you must know the subject matter. If you're applying for a departmental head position, you must know the subject, the department that you've applied for. Let's say it's a post for mathematics. Make sure you know the content areas around maths. If it's English, the content matters around English. If it's science, the content matters. If it's the foundation phase, know all the 4 subjects in the foundation phase. Know the content area of each subject. Okay, so you must know that. Prepare thorough and make sure that you know the subject matter. Go and read the personnel administrative measures. It's also known as PAM. Go and read PAM. PAM, it indicates all the duties of a PL1 teacher, the duties of a departmental head, the duties of a deputy, and duties of a principal. So you must know those duties. You must know them. So being a departmental head, you are responsible for heading your department, the maths department. If it's foundation phase, the foundation phase department. If it's intersect, maybe you are given certain subjects. Then the teachers that are teaching those subjects in that department, you are responsible for them. So you are supervising them, making sure that teaching and learning is taking place in your department. So you will have meetings with your department where you discuss performance, you discuss how best you can improve the subjects in that particular department. You give them targets, you give them schedules as to when they should submit for moderation, when are you going to come and support them for class visits, when are you going to check their work, check the learners' books and all that. You also serve as a bridge between the school administration and the teachers that you are heading in your department. So you are their head. Whatever concerns that the teachers need you to take to management, they give them to you. So you are in between the school administration, the principal, the deputy principal, then there is you, and then you report to the teachers. The teachers report to you and you report to the deputy principal. So departmental heads, they report to the deputy principal. Okay, so that is basically their duty. In some schools where they are not deputies, the departmental heads report straight to the principal, and then ganjalo, the deputy principal reports to the principal. So it's a chain. So you must know the duties. You must know all that. You must know that what is it that you're going to do at the school level. The interview day, colleagues, you must research interview questions. Ask as many people as you can. What questions are they asking for these positions? Research and find out from what other people have, what questions were asked previously. So you must do your homework. You must do your research very thorough. The first question that they ask normally, but it comes in different ways, but each in only one. It's just one and the same thing. Tell us about yourself. What makes you think that you're the best candidate for this position? What are you going to bring to the school? Why should you be given this position? So all these questions, they mean one thing. Tell us about yourself. What are you bringing to the school? Or maybe they can say the school is not doing well in this subject. Maybe the past 3 years they've been performing below average, or they've been underperforming. What are you going to do as a departmental head to make sure that you improve the results in your school? So still, this is tell us about yourself. What you do here is you first explain who you are. You explain the qualifications that you are having. You explain your experience. You explain other achievements that you've acquired along the way. You need to be very proud here. This is where you sell yourself and tell them everything that they need to know about you. Okay. So when you tell them about yourself, maybe when you indicate your qualification, tell them where you got, when and where did you get your qualification, your institution and all that. If maybe you finished your qualifications in record time, indicate that. Indicate the subjects that you have done. Remember, this is a post format, so indicate that I did maths at tertiary level, level 1, level 2, level 3. And I got, maybe if you passed in distinctions, let them know that you got these subjects in distinctions. What are you doing presently? In your current school, you are teaching the subject, indicate that. And what is it that you have achieved along along your career ever since you started in the subjects that you want to head? Is it that you want to be a manager now? We don't want a manager that is not performing. So as a manager, you must be performing yourself, okay? So that you lead by example. So indicate what is it that you have done, all your achievements, you must indicate them here. Now, what makes you different? Be smart, okay? Be smart. Maybe pick a content area. Pick a content area. While you are still on tell us about yourself, pick a content area. Maybe it's mathematics, a primary. Explain to the panel, just very briefly, how best can you teach long division? How best can you teach multiplication, addition, or subtraction? Normally, long division is a problem with the intermediate phase learners, grade 4, grade 5, and 6s. So they're struggling with it. Indicate how you teach it in your classroom in a best possible way for learners to understand. Just explain that to the panel. The reason is because when you do that, you are trying to give the panel something that the other candidates could not give them. Okay, so what makes you different from the others? Of course, the others, when they come, they will indicate they've got qualifications, they've taught the subject and all that. But you going an extra mile to explain that I can teach this subject like this, like this, like this, you're already different from them. Okay, give them those examples. They want to hear you saying that. Okay, so you must touch that. And then also touch extramural activities. This is very, very key. Okay, what is it? What sport are you doing? What did you achieve during your career as far as sports is concerned? How do you assist other teachers in general? As a PL1 teacher, now you want to be an HOD. What were you doing to help your peers? Okay, what were you doing to help your peers? If maybe you were having lesson studies together, you were planning together, you were helping them, you were helping SMT in your school, okay, put it there, put it there. Still tell us about yourself. Yeah, what? Tell us about yourself. Be as broad as possible. How do you assist management? How do you assist your peers? How do you assist the learners? Your online lessons, your ANA question papers. Yes. Go an extra mile, man. Think of something that will make you different from the others. Okay. And then we proceed to the next one. Now the duties, as I've indicated, go to PEM, read the duties, make sure you understand them, and then come and cover them. Okay, please give as much examples as possible. Give as much examples as possible. Go and read about the QMS. You must know all the steps in QMS. Indicate how you will implement those in your department. Okay. Now there are a lot of disturbances that takes place in schools. Sometimes there are union meetings, teachers don't attend. Sometimes there are holidays. Sometimes there is interference of sports. So how are you going to cover that time? Please let the management know. If things like this happen, how are you planning to cover it? Do not wait for them to ask you all the questions. Give them the answers. Give them the answers. Remember, as you prepare, prepare my question from other people, but so you prepare with those things. Now figure lapha le nto prepare bafike bangadibudi, then what? Uyayibona? So try to fit in those things. The little questions that they give you. Normally they will give you 5 questions, 6 or 7, depending on the panel what they decide. So prepare, but try to put the things that you prepared. Effect lama questions ababuta wona. Okay. Interview akunamemo lapha ukuthi answer A, B or C. Lapha kune rubric ukuthi ukhulume ngakanani. Ube relevant kangakanani. Be broad. Okay, be broad. Ukhulume nje ungasabi. I-conflict, how are you going to handle conflict? As you do this one, try to explain what conflict is, explain how best you can deal with it. We know the steps for conflicts when you and it's listening to both parties, see what is it that is happening between the two, and then find a solution that is going to benefit everyone in the process, not only one person. And as you're explaining that, try to come up with a case study, maybe a conflict that has happened previously, and then indicate how you resolved it, or how best were you going to resolve it if you're given a chance to resolve it. Of course, we lie sometimes, but your lies should not be obvious. Okay. Then convince the panel. Okay, convince the panel. Yeah, so those things you must know. And then policies. Okay, as an HOD, understand that now figure apart. There is a policy for the department. Indicate to the panel that you know about that. A policy for the department. How are you going to equip the other teachers to know the other policies? So mention all the policies that you know. Your NPA, your NPPPPR, all the policies, there are so many, all the policies, how Elena passes, what is needed in order for Elena to pass, and all that. So interviews, bagiting and man, come up with something that will make you different from the other candidates. To be a principal, do you need to have the highest qualification possible? The answer is no. We do have principals who are having only diplomas. Those who studied long time ago. Those who studied now, they have only a degree. So the qualifications are important when it comes to the shortlisting. Once you are shortlisted, even if you have a PhD, they can shortlist you. If you interview, then position. So the qualifications, they are there to help you with the shortlisting, and for you to also share with the panel what you've learned. Gulama PhD, nalama master's, what is it that you have acquired? For example, when you have time, please go to Google and check my master's thesis. It talks about views of beginning teachers, induction, views on induction for beginning teachers. Yes, views on induction for beginning teachers. Just Google that, then you will find it. So you just tell them what is it that you have done. But when I sit down shortlisting, we have a lot of principals, deputy principals, who do not have much big qualifications. Yeah, but what is important here, ladies and gentlemen, please do your research before you go to an interview. Make sure that you've researched, you know. Yes. So it's almost similar. Deputy principals, nema departmental heads, it's almost similar, okay? But Guma HODs, they dwell much more on the content. Remember, you're going to lead a curriculum, so you must know the subjects that you're going to head. So with deputy principals, it's all about management. So if you've got an honors degree in management, then you stand a good chance to be shortlisted, as well as Naguma principals. Just that with deputies, you must know you are responsible for departmental heads, and you serve as a bridge between the principal and the deputy and the departmental heads. We are also responsible for the curriculum in the whole school, in the foundation phase until grade 7, or from grade 8 until grade 12. As a DP, you are responsible for the curriculum. You are the manager of the curriculum. You oversee all curriculum matters in the school. Then if you're the principal, gay, you are responsible for everything, my guy. You are responsible for everything. Everything that takes place is your business. Kuba ne-tendency ke lebhedayo. Sometimes SMT members, they want to throw everything to the principal. If ungahambi kahle, it's the principal. If things are not going well, it's the principal. They forget that they are also part of this ship, especially when it comes to the curriculum. The DP is responsible. When it comes to subjects in your department, as a DH, you are responsible, okay? The principal is there to oversee, ask you why this thing did not happen, why this thing has happened, and of course, what challenges, what did you do before you come and report to the principal. Actually, the principal must ask these people in their respective departments what is happening in foundation, what is happening in maths and science, what is happening in languages, what is happening in geography, and. That's how it's supposed to work. So it's not really a responsibility for the principal only. It's now too long already. So I will end it here. There will be part 2 as far as the interviews are concerned. I would see a lot of people are interested in this topic. Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.